Welcome to Toddy Talk. Today is the day of the Super Cup. Very exciting time with Tottenham. We're going to talk about the Cup and my predicted lineup in a second, but first I want to talk about the news coming out of Tottenham, which is that we are seriously looking at Savinho from Manchester City and Eze from Crystal Palace. This is fantastic news. The last time I did an episode, Jack Grealish was the name out there, and I really adamantly said that I did not think going for Jack Grealish was a good idea. And him signing with Everton on a loan seems to really just validate and vindicate that take. However, these two, Savinho and Eze, are exactly the type of players that this team needs to ascend to the next level. So we won't spend too much time today because obviously we want to talk about the Super Cup, but the fact that Tottenham fans right now, and let's be honest, the players, have hope that these two players, or even one of them, could find their way on the Tottenham team this year. It is a fantastic thing. It sounds like, tough to know with all the rumors and things that go out there, but it sounds like both players are interested in going to Tottenham at the least. And it makes a lot of sense, right? Because Savinho plays on the left side, so he's a perfect replacement for Son. Long-term investment. Yeah, you're going to be paying a lot for him, but you're going to have him for a long period of time. On the other side, you're going to have Kudus. So now you're going to have two very dynamic wingers. Fantastic. You're set. And don't forget, we have Brennan Johnson, who, again, makes sense as a super sub at the 60th, 70th minute. So, love that move. Eze, great, not replacement for Maddison. He'll be back, but someone to fill that role. And also, let's be honest, love Maddison. He has ingratiated himself with the Tottenham fans and me as well. Eze is a better long-term investment. And so, him coming here, him fitting in, I'd love to see him on the field with James Maddison. Feels like it could be a lot of fun. For now, obviously, it fills what's going to be an 8-month hole. Maybe a little bit less, but probably about 8-month hole. But then also, maybe you move on from Maddison. Maybe move on for Kulusevski. And this is a Kulusevski jersey. It would be a sad day. But again, these two players are serious players. Good for Tottenham for putting out the offers, and they need to do, I really think, everything they can. I talked about in my last episode just being cautious, these hot potato signings. Neither of these players are hot potato signings. These signings are the type of signings for where Tottenham is right now that could change the fortune of the club. So please do it. So, going back to the Super Cup today, I want to show you the lineup that I put together. So, Kudus on the right, obviously, in place of Brennan Johnson. Solanke up top, and it is true with Bayern, we saw Johnson placed on the left. But I have Wilson Odobert. I watched the final the other day, and the Europa League final, for funsies the other day. Really low quality teams on that field that day. So tough to, so I think for Johnson being the hero of that game, he's gotten a little bit of preferential treatment, which is earned for the amount of time that he's played this preseason. But I really hope today, if he is in the lineup, okay, great. But gosh, I just feel like Wilson Odobert gives you a little something more than Brennan Johnson does. That's how I feel. Now, Pep Sarr, I like in that cam position, that 10 position. Solanke obviously up top. He should be good to go. Obviously, he's a pick over Richarlison any day of the week. So now, hopefully, you heard me against Bayern with Pep Sarr being the one making runs. By the way, the goal in the final that was created, Pep Sarr had been playing in the middle the entire game, just like against Bayern Munich, pressuring and those sorts of things. And on the goal, Pep Sarr found himself out wide. It was the first time in the game that Pep Sar kind of branched out to that left wing area, got the ball, put the ball in. Brennan Johnson scores, maybe a handball off Luke Shaw. Listen, I'm not here to judge that, but again, I like Pep Sar in the middle, but I want there to be a fluidity to what he can do. Also, obviously, he has a defensive mindset as well. Today, I mean, listen, Shaw on goal for Pep Sar at plus 200. That to me is crazy. Bentancur, Paulinho holding up that defensive line. I think Paulinho was great to see him playing against Bayern. That penalty was scary, but here's a chance in a game that actually matters to step up in that role, make a difference. And then the back line. Obviously, for three of them, shouldn't be surprising. Porro, Romero, Van der Ven. Jed Spence I like over Davies just because because I feel he gives us a little bit of an edge. He just goes on these runs that are just electric, fun to watch, exciting to watch, and I think he had a nice one against Bayern, and so I'd really like to see him continue to just flourish like he did last year. He's definitely one that I would call like a fan favorite right now. So this is the lineup I see against PSG. I am going to live stream the first half, so if you want to do a watch along, have me on while we're watching that first half. I'll be there. I really like the idea of Tottenham making something happen in that first half. We've seen Tottenham again and again, different players, same shirt, sort of make noise in finals. We've also seen the other side of it too, but I saw someone comment today on Instagram, and it did kind of feel true. This is a classic Tottenham surprising result today, so let's hope we can get that. Go Spurs. I'll see you in about an hour for the game. Come on, you Spurs. Let's get it. Let's get it.